Count your blessings. Stay positive. Good vibes only. Pop culture puts a lot of emphasis on gratitude. But it can be really hard to be grateful when you're full to the brim with anger, frustration, hopelessness, or grief. Instead of trying to force gratitude, which often doesn't work, this meditation allows the experience of not being grateful, of being pissed off, sad, lost, or in despair before finding the space to be grateful. So, how do we do this? What does it mean to make space for a feeling? Psychologist and biophysicist Dr. Peter Levine studied how animals release trauma. After they have been under threat, animals recover by allowing their bodies to shake. Because emotions live in our bodies. As much as they might feel like ephemeral things we cannot grasp or understand, our emotions are actually physical and chemical manifestations of our thoughts, which our bodies are trying to process. If you want to experience gratitude but are feeling blocked, ask yourself, what's eclipsing my gratitude? What is stopping me from feeling more grateful? Try to keep the answers to feelings. For example, I'm feeling frustrated. Rather than stories such as, I am mad at my sister and she won't return my texts and she is being passive aggressive, and etc. etc. It might help you to write your answers down or say them out loud. I am feeling lonely. I feel anxious and afraid. I just feel hopeless. Once you feel you have listed out the range of difficult emotions you're feeling, choose one and explore your body to see where you're experiencing it. Emotions often dwell in our chests, our throat area, or our stomach, but it is not limited to these areas. So let your body guide you. We may feel a tightening or a fluttering. It might feel like there's a brick or a rock sitting in one of these areas. The idea is not to blast through this feeling, but to simply notice and experience it the way we would a work of art at a gallery. It is completely natural for resistance to come up at this point. I don't want to feel this. It's uncomfortable. If that is happening for you, validate the resistance as well as an emotion and start there. Where does that resistance live in your body? Where do you feel not wanting to feel? Observe your emotion and its accompanying sensations as you would look at a piece of art at a museum, with curiosity, not trying to change it. Does this emotion feel like it has a texture or a color? If the temptation to jump into the story comes up, I just need to tell my sister she's wrong. It's okay. Buddhist nun and writer Pema Chodron also has a great advice on experiencing our emotions. Stay. She advises us to ask ourselves to stay the way we would with a puppy. Except now, we are asking ourselves to stay with the emotion, even for a few moments. But we are doing it kindly. We are not shouting stay at the puppy, or who would probably react by cowering and doing the opposite of our request. We are being gentle. Stay. Stay. We might take a few deep breaths, breathing into the area of our body where we are having this experience. As you go through this exercise, you might notice the emotion moving or changing consistency or even vanishing. This is the beauty of meditation. We see that everything we experience is impermanent and that our bodies are actually designed to process emotions. Once you have stayed with your more difficult emotions for as long as you feel called to, you might notice if a tiny space opens for some gratitude to come in, which might simply be, I am grateful to have the time to sit quietly. And that's it. Or you might notice the beauty of the light where you're sitting. You might experience gratitude for your health or the fact that you're safe right now. Gradually, you might notice there is room for a bit of lightness and sometimes a bit more. You might find that the longer you stay gently with your emotions, the more space there is for gratitude to seep in. It might not happen for the first time you do this meditation, or even the fifth time. Sometimes we are overflowing with other emotions that need to be seen, heard, and accepted before we can get anywhere near gratitude. But if you practice regularly, you might notice that you get to more and more of a sense of spaciousness for the difficult emotions and for gratitude. The difficult emotions might still be present. It is not an easy thing to be alive today and not feel anxiety, grief, and anger. But you might notice a widening of your circle, which also includes gratitude, along with other emotions. And the more we practice this genuine experiencing of gratitude, rather than forcing it on ourselves, the more easily it comes the next time and the next. Thank you.